And welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Grey Boys podcast. I am Super Common Will here, and I'm here with my tag team partner,
Mac Daddy Gene. What's up?
And Gene, let's just start out. Today, everyone, it's going to be, we're going to try something new. We're going to try just
talking.
Yeah, just talking about random stuff, interests that we have. And Gene, I'm going to start it out. Will you be watching AEW when it premieres on TNT on Wednesday nights? Wednesday night Dynamite.
I didn't know we were promoting them, but I'll watch it to see how it is. It's a brand new wrestling.
Yeah.
So, and they're competing with WWE.
Basically, they're competing with WWE, yeah.
So they have nothing to do with them.
No, they are a completely different entity.
Yeah, I'll try them out, see how they do things.
You can watch the first episode because you were a fan at one point of TNA wrestling.
TNA I really enjoyed because the way they did their divas, is that what they call it?
Knockouts.
The knockouts and everything, and their matches. I found it a lot more fun than WWE.
I do think Knockouts was an amazing name for them. It's like not really demeaning in a way. It's like it kind of is, but isn't at the same time.
Well, we gotta respect Whammon now.
Respect the Whammon. I'm more of a wrestling fan here than Gene is. I like the WWE's women division, but I think the way WWE is now, I'm pretty... I could do without it in my life. But I'm really interested to see where AEW is going. I have a lot of high hopes for them, and I plan on watching weekly from now on.
Right. The way you explain WWE, I wouldn't want to start at all. But do you know who's starting AEW?
There's a bunch of wrestlers that you might know. So, for everyone listening, I'm the wrestling fan here. Gene just dabbled in it for a little bit. He's not really been keeping up. Anything he knows about it is really from just what I tell him at this point. And, that's pretty much it. There might be some names that you might know. A few. But for the most part, it's a lot of indie guys and wrestlers from New Japan. You'll know some names from what I've told you. I don't think you'll really, look at someone's face and be like, okay, it's that guy. The only one you might know is Chris Jericho.
Okay. Usually when someone opens up a new, either WWE or TNA, they usually do good? How does it work out for them?
I don't remember it's been a long time since someone's done what AEW's doing right now. TNA kind of has a deal on TV, but otherwise no one really has a national-wide, major network deal for wrestling besides WWE. So AEW is its own entity right now.
So is it you have high hopes for it because of its roster, or just because you want something, wrestling fans just want something new?
I want something new. I have a high hope for the roster. I like a lot of the wrestlers they have signed right now, like Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, the Lucha Bros. But I like the model of it. They're trying to promote wrestling over sports entertainment. Mm-hmm. So more of serious wrestling than hey, look at these funny, wacky characters we have. So I'm looking more towards that.
So it's not going to be story-driven?
It'll be story-driven, but it won't be goofy.
Okay.
It's not aimed towards, little children. It'll be more, towards the hardcore fans. More people in, their 18 to 45 demographic.
So they're leaning more towards, MMA and all that? Or...
Not really MMA. Just, more towards adults than children.
Okay.
I mean, the average WWE fan is in the 40s, I think. They have young fans, but their hardcore fan base is 40-year-old men.
A lot of the wrestlers come from WWE or TNA, or is it a mix of both?
Neither really. It's mostly the indies.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess they can't really they have a contract with WWE, so they wouldn't be able to leave.
Well, no, a lot of WWE wrestlers, not a lot, but AEW has signed a few WWE guys. WWE obviously doesn't want their wrestlers to go to another company, so they're holding them as long as they can in their contracts. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to where they're going with this. I can't wait for it to... I think it premieres in October. And I will make sure to bombard you that night with text messages saying, don't forget to watch. Don't forget to watch.
And I'll watch. Or knowing you probably have the recording for me.
I just might.
We should have a watch party. Just watch it.
Maybe. It'll be a Wednesday night, so we'll see.
All right.
Yeah. It is the middle of the week. I would also like to talk to you about another big news update. Not so much wrestling, but just as much dramatic, almost you could say. Gene, I'm a big fan. Are you a big fan of the Juice?
I would say I am an avid supporter. Yes.
So you support him killing his wife?
Allegedly. He actually, not even allegedly, he was exonerated of all charges.
Are you following his Twitter?
I am. I really am. Like, the moment he went on Twitter, I follow him.
The first couple days, he had over 750,000 followers. All for the same reason as us. I want to see what he says. And you know what? So far, I haven't been let down. The comments he's made to the parody accounts, where he's like threatening them with knife emojis, saying, "I'm going to find you and I'm going to get you." How could you beat that? That's exactly what I want for my juice.
Well, not only that, he's a reliable source for, the political side, too. Because when the Democratic debates were last night,
Yeah.
there he was, promoting it, saying we should go and watch, The guy's a hero.
I didn't watch the debates simply for the hope that he'll recap them for me in a video. And I could watch it through that. I mean, a lot of young people, they don't really know who Juice is.
Right.
I'm sorry, The Juice. They don't know who The Juice is. I want them to experience. I mean, even me. I was like a baby when that whole thing happened.
The whole thing happened in '94.
Yeah.
We were born in '94.
Yeah. So I mean, would I want to see another Juice chase in the streets? Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to see any chase, but OJ, I think he still got it.
Think he can play football?
I think he'd kill it on the field.
Oh. I see what you did there, Gene. I know we talked about this a lot before. Would you want to be friends with Juice?
I think that'd be amazing. I would 100% get close to him. Just take him out, watch some movies, bring him to the bar.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, bro.
It is
right?
weird. He seems like the kind of guy who would just be totally chill to hang out with.
Yeah. And right now, if you see, he's kind of being like, he's kind of saying about saying he did it.
Yeah.
Like, he got away with it. You can't be charged for the same crime twice after all these years and everything. Then he released, like, a book saying, like, if I did it.
If I did it, yeah.
If I did it. If
I don't even know if that's, like, available anywhere. Because I know, like, a bunch of publishers refuse to even touch the book because of the huge backlash from it. And to be honest, I wouldn't read it if I could.
I would look up the summary, but that is, like, such a big dick move for him to go and be like, hey, if I did it, but not actually saying he did it. I think he's really cool about it. He's just bragging about it. Like, how many people do you know would kill someone, get away with it, and still brag about it? I don't think I even have to get him drunk. I'd be like, hey, let's go hang out. Hey, did you do it? Yeah, I did it. What do you think?
I want to be Juice's friend. I want to be his yes man. His yes man. Anything he says, I'm like, totally Juice. I want to watch movies with Juice. I want to be Juice's. I want to be there always with Juice. I want Juice to be a rapper, and I'm like his entourage.
Just you.
Yeah. Or you can join in too. I just want to be like, Juice, you're on fire, man. You just post that video. Post it. It's amazing. I just want to be there for Juice.
Yeah, but if you hype him up, then you let him down just once, just one time, then you get those killer eyes.
I wouldn't do it.
You think you can support him nonstop?
Nonstop.
Over every rap.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not talking about rap. I'm saying that I want to be there like his entourage for anything he does. I want to play golf with Juice. Juice is always golfing nowadays. I would totally play golf with Juice. I'd golf the shit out of golf with Juice. I'd hold his bag.
But, well, like, for what though? At this point, the only reason
I want to probe Juice's mind. I want to know what Juice thinks about anything. I want to show Juice a video of just anything. Like, Juice, what do you think about this video on YouTube? I just want that. I'm so curious what's going on in his head.
Really? I don't give two shits about what's going on there. He's old now. He's senile. Well,
he's not senile. He's not senile.
It looks like he's got the whole Twitter thing
I don't appreciate how you're talking down about Juice. In fact, if he asks, I might have to do something about it.
You gonna send Juice this podcast?
What?
You gonna send Juice this podcast?
I might send Juice the podcast.
Tweet
I
him?
might ask him, like, hey, Juice, what do you want me to do about him? There might be a new Grey Boy coming here, everyone. A more Juice-friendly Grey Boy.
Wasn't there another rumor that he was one of the Kardashians, the Jenners?
Khloe, yeah. Khloe, because she was the tallest one. She's I don't know, but I think he. If you want to, I won't even talk about that here. If you want to find out about that, go to OJ's Twitter account and find out because he made a video about it recently.
He did. He said we're just friends, didn't do it. But do we believe him?
Are you double questioning O.J. Simpson?
No,
So anyway, Juice, if you're out there, I want to hang out. I think we'd be best friends. I think it'd be really fun. I just think it'd work out between our friendship.
I'd hang, but once I get my information, know how to...
Juice, he's not cool.
I'm 100% cool.
You're not cool.
I'm definition of cool.
You're not cool.
Have you seen my sunglasses?
No, you wear regular glasses. You don't wear sunglasses. You just wear 24/7 glasses. Juice, he doesn't have the eyes for golf. I can golf with you. I'll golf. You don't like golfing. You don't like golfing.
No, that's a white man sport.
And Juice, are you trying to talk to... I don't... You know what? Yeah, Juice, he's not worthy of you. Juice, contact me. Contact me in the comment section. I don't know.
Juice, I just want to know, how'd you get the glove to not fit?
Moving on. Gene, it is, when we are recording this, it is July 28th.
June 28th, actually.
June 28th? Whatever, I don't care. It is June 28th. The new season of anime is starting. Did you watch any of last season's anime?
I see that Shield Hero still is...
No, it's done. No, it's done.
Will that still be considered last season, or would that be season before?
It's last season. It went into last season.
Then, no. I've not watched anything. I didn't even watch One Punch Man 2. I was really excited for that.
Didn't you watch Isekai Quartet?
I completely forgot. I didn't really count that because it was like an OVA thing. Yeah, I did watch. But I guess I didn't really think about it because the show was just so... It's really childish. I'm trying to think of a show... I don't know if you ever watched that Gundam parody show. Gundam SD?
Yeah, on Cartoon Network.
It was 100% like that. I would say Gundam SD might have been more fun, but it's
just... you were a kid. I'm sure if you watched that now, it'd be a lot worse.
Didn't Gundam SD came out when we had to have been like high school?
Gundam SD came out way before we went to high school. That is...
But like on Toonami, though.
Maybe on Toonami. I remember watching that in maybe even middle school. That came out a long time ago. But it was even I remember it was very childish. Like it was meant for like little kids.
Then again, it might be one of those things that everything just seems better from when you were young. But Isekai Quartet, I'm watching it dub because I don't have the patience to like stare at it the whole time while sub. It's the most stupidest story, and they're still trying to keep the characters in their... Basically, the whole show is 4 shows: Konosuba,
ReZero,
Overlord, and one show I didn't watch, Tangia, the evil...
Yeah, and the blonde girl with like the hat. I don't know that show.
And they try to keep their same character mentality in this world, but it's not really working out. It was a fun idea, I'll give them that, but I'm just watching it because I already started it. I have a bad habit where I feel like I have to finish a show, but it's 10 minutes an episode. I'm just dragging through, really.
It was only 10 minutes? I thought it was longer.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't watched that. Isekai Quartet for me is something that's not really a must-see. So I plan on letting it finish and then just binging it. Apparently, if it's 10 minutes an episode, I'll binge it just in like a couple of hours. The only shows I watched spring season were really just like Shield Hero. Oh yes, Shield Hero and Dororo. I'm like an episode behind in Dororo, but I think Dororo is an amazing show. Very underrated, and like just the amount of... Like, I don't really see anyone talking about it.
Well, what is Dororo? I remember if you're talking about this one.
I actually don't... Like, it's a remake, I think, of an old anime, but it's also like a legend in Japan.
Oh, was the one about that samurai who...
Yeah, who like has limbs, and his body was fed to the demons, and so his story is that he's trying to kill the demons to get his body back, but his family, his father specifically, who sacrificed his body, doesn't want him to get his body back, because the whole reason is he traded his body for prosperity for his land. He's trying to get his body back, but by doing that, he's caused like a whole nation of people to suffer. Because as he gets his body back, more tragedies befall on the land. Droughts and people dead. So it's a really good show. I love it. I can't get enough of it. It's my favorite show.
But it didn't start spring though, because I remember you talking about this for a while.
No, it's like the Shield Hero. It started back in the winter.
Spilling over.
It's about 25 episodes, I think.
So was there any big show that came out in spring that everyone's talking about?
One Punch Man is really the biggest one.
Yeah, but then...
Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the only reason I'm not watching Attack on Titan is I'm waiting for that all to. Well, it's done now, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So
Because Attack on Titan started a little bit later than all the other shows, I think. I think there was like a little bit of a gap. Like a couple weeks after all the other shows.
Well, I guess all in all, then I guess the spring season was pretty bad because I don't see any. The only, like you said, the only big show they talked about was One Punch Man, and the only reason it got so much attention was why they changed the art style so much.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the show was good. There's just a lot of people talking about the art style.
Yeah, I don't. What did they say exactly? Was it just too?
It
like they cut
the
back
studio, the studio changed. Like so, the director, the people working the art, almost the entire cast changed besides like the voice actors, if I remember correctly. And it's just not as good as what people. It's not as good as the first season by far. It's nowhere near as good. I haven't watched it either. Spring anime. I really am mostly waiting for a lot of the shows to be dubbed. Besides Doro and Shield Hero, the only ones I watched subbed. Attack on Titan, I definitely watched dubbed. I love the Attack on Titan dub, and the One Punch Man dub. But have you seen anything from this upcoming season?
The one coming
The summer?
out this summer?
Yeah, summer.
What was there? Like, I don't
There's
remember the list.
the Hestia show, the dungeon show.
Oh, Hestia's coming back?
Season 2.
All right, I pick that.
It's been 5 years since season 1.
Has it been that long?
It's been years. Because it's like Hestia came out, and then a couple years later, that spin-off with the blonde girl that the main character's into.
Right.
Her show came out, like Weissenfall, I think her name is. And I had no interest in that because I think that's a super bland character.
I didn't even know she had her own show.
Yeah, I watched, I think, the first episode or two, and I was just so turned off by it. I was like, this is just so boring. And so I skipped that, and then that was years ago at this point. So Hestia's coming out. I'm kind of excited for it. I remember some stuff that was happening. It's basically an early isekai, but without... It's not really an isekai. Like,
no,
did you
watch?
watch...
Isekai at all.
Yeah, did you watch Giguk's video recently? He talked about it where it has a feel of an isekai with the whole leveling up and all the mechanics, like exploring a dungeon, but it's not really an isekai when you get to the bottom of it because he lives and born in that world.
Yeah, so I guess like a pseudo isekai.
It's basically an isekai for the gods. Like they come to the human world and they're like, what do? We make familiars. I guess it is an isekai then.
But we just don't follow the characters coming from a different world.
Yeah, you don't follow. Well, you kind of follow Hestia.
Well, is isekai that they're stuck in another world, or is that they just go to another world?
I think they choose to come here, but by choosing to come here, you lose your powers. Or you can't use them. I'm unsure which one it is.
Now that I think back to the dungeon show, I don't know if I even really liked it. It was okay, at best.
I think it came out and Hestia blew up. And then you watch the show and it's like, it's a good show. It was a seasonal show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really remember that much that went on throughout this season.
I don't think anyone's asked for a season 2. I don't think anyone asked for that.
I mean, I asked for season 2 when it was out. But again, that was like half a decade ago. The Dumbbell Show, that's another one.
Which show?
The Dumbbell, about the girls in high school working out.
That looks like an OVA time. That looks like 10 minutes of runtime.
I hope it's more. I read the manga. I love it. It's a really funny, cute story. I think it's considered, it's listed as a comedy / ecchi.
Right.
But it's really just a fun, cute story about a girl trying to lose weight. And like all the funny stuff that happens. She's she's not a best friend. She meets a girl who's also working out, who's the super strict class president. And she turns out to be some super hardcore gym freak who's like into muscles and wants to work out and like wants to go over the limit. They have a coach who's basically like over the top when it comes to muscles too. It's a really funny show. I would recommend it to you. I think you'd like it. And I'd recommend it to anyone listening to this too. It's really funny.
I'll pick it up, but a show that I've really been waiting on, Monster Musume.
Monster Musume? Well, that's not coming up this season. What are you talking about?
I know, but like, if we're talking about season 2, like shows we want for getting a season, definitely Monster Musume.
You got it with that Centaur show? Life with the Centaur, I think it was.
They made that into a show. Oh, God.
That was a show.
It
was a boring show. Not a boring show. It was a random show, I would say.
I don't know why, but I think it was coupled with some manga I bought, and then it was just there at the end, like a little side story for me to read, and it was It was bad. Did you watch it?
The Centaur show, Life. I think it's called Life with the Centaur, and I watched the entire show, and it was all over the place. I think I told you, like the show at one point goes into a World War II arc, where World War II happened in the world with animal creatures, and it was super confusing because like it didn't really go in like there were no Jewish people. It was just certain animals. It's like if you were half horse. It was a crazy show.
Did centaurs have a Holocaust?
They had in that Centaur show they had a Holocaust. They had Nazis. They just didn't have like the Nazi logo, but it was. And it was like, besides that arc, it was a very cutesy show. But that arc went like just really dark with the whole Nazi Holocaust. Like it followed the story of like a boy / centaur in an internment camp.
I wonder. Okay, is it okay for Japan to be making those kind of things? Like,
I mean, they
it
always
happens
do.
to us.
I mean, they always do. How many anime do you think rocked the Hitler mustache thing? Even Yu-Gi-Oh has had it. Japan doesn't care about that.
I'm waiting for the day they make a 9/11 reference.
Another what?
I'm making a 9/11 reference.
Well, if you follow Pokemon, then I think it was X and Y that took place in Manhattan that had the Pokemon that was 9'11" crash in a little Manhattan that caused like a huge crater to appear. That's a backstory in the X and Y. If you look in X and Y, I think it's Palkia. He's 9'11", and he crashed into Lower Manhattan. And if you look at the map, it's where the Twin Towers were, and there's just a crater there.
This happened in the game?
Yeah, it's the story in the game. Another show that I want to talk to you about this upcoming season, I don't think you watched it, is the Takagi-san, the teasing show. Did you watch the first season?
Never heard that name before.
I watched the first season. It's a very cute show. The show is about the main character who he sits next to a girl named Takagi, and she's always teasing him. And his ultimate goal is to pretty much eventually tease her back and get her to blush. But every time he tries to, she always one-ups him. Every time. She was like always one step ahead of him. And it's a cute story. I read a little bit of the manga. Not a lot. I know there's a sequel manga where they're adults and they're married and they have a child together. So I guess you could say, the ship is canon.
Right.
I read a few things in the manga for the sequel where they're adults. It's a cute story. I don't know how the show goes. I would definitely recommend it.
Is it like a comedy or is it just like straight romance?
No. It's a cute comedy.
Life.
It's not a romance at all, really. It's a cute comedy. It's basically, like I said, he's teasing her, but she always, in the end, teases him. They both have feelings for each other. His, not so much. Like, he doesn't understand yet that he likes her. She knows that she likes him. I would definitely recommend it. But I would also go back and watch the first season. It is dubbed. This first season is.
Who dubbed it?
Not Funimation. Maybe Sentai? I think it might have been Sentai Filmworks that dubbed it.
If it's not Sentai, who else would have been?
It was Animeplex, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Animeplex. Or maybe it could have been Crunchyroll too. But I'm pretty sure it was Sentai Filmworks that dubbed it. Cute show. I would definitely go and watch it. And I would watch the season 2. Because it's a very cute show.
It's starting this season.
The second season is starting this upcoming summer. And I think it's going to be a wonderful anime. It's a very cute story. It's not really like I know you asked me if it's a romance. It's not romance. It's not ecchi. It's nothing. It's just like two middle schoolers who one of them, they like each other, but like they don't really understand it yet. But it's definitely a good show. I would definitely recommend it.
So you're really just watching cutesy animes now?
I'm not watching cutesy shows though. Like I watched Doro and Shield Hero, and those are pretty far from cutesy. I mean, one involves a false rape accusation, and the other one is about dismemberment and demons.
Well, just to get anyone too excited, like they'll start thinking, "Oh, is this like a Goblin Slayer?" It's not like that. They just he was accused in Shield Hero, but then now everyone's his friend, and he's got cute little bird companions.
We will do Shield Hero. We'll save that conversation for another time. That definitely deserves a podcast of its own. I have a lot of thoughts about the Shield Hero.
Not the kind of thoughts you think.
No, definitely not positive. No. I'll say that right now. And finally, I think the last show that I'm really interested in this season is Fire Force. You haven't seen it. It looks amazing. I think it's a shonen. It's basically firefighters with powers. I wouldn't say magic. I don't know what it is, but they have powers and they're fighting fires, and the fires
Fight back.
They're demons basically. And there's a couple trailers out. I think there's 1 or 2 trailers out. It looks really good. I wouldn't say that I'm a huge I don't know. I don't think I'm not a big fan of anime about a person doing a regular average job that not anyone could do, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but I feel like the thing is I've never seen a trailer or anything, but from what you say, it sounds like, well, these are people doing regular jobs, but they're super powered, which makes it different than just watching someone do their regular job. Like My Hero Academia, they made you have powers, but now you have to get a license. Even One Punch Man, they're making those powers regular jobs, so then you use in your regular life. So animes where it's just someone's doing their regular job, I think it's something that you're into, but just the fact that it's really in your face, hey, these are firefighters. That's when it gets.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. I appreciate firefighters. It's a job I couldn't do. I'm not brave enough to do it. I think firefighters, hell of a job, taken. I don't know if I'd ever want to watch an anime about a firefighter though. I want to watch an anime about anything. I don't know. I like my anime almost more out of this world.
Okay, but okay.
I don't appreciate sport. Not appreciate. I don't like sports animes. I like anime that's so. I like my anime over the top.
Okay, I'll admit, I don't like sports anime either because that's too close to home. But this is really different. Yes, they're firefighters, but I think you're really stuck on the fact that they said firefighters and we have that actually in this world. Yeah. If they had gave it a different name, Fire Exterminator Unit, then you'll be like, well, that has nothing to do with firefighters, but they're still doing the same thing. They just gave it a different name.
You mean a name like Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue?
Right. Sort of. On that same area for Power Rangers SPD, they were basically cops, but they were also Power Rangers. But you didn't think of it like that.
And at one point, a SWAT team.
Exactly. It's basically all human jobs, but they changed the name. Yeah. This firefighter show actually sounds... When you said they're firefighters, I was like, well, I guess if it was a comedy, maybe it'll work. Then you said, oh, well, they have powers. Like, oh, okay. And the fires are demons. Well, okay, I'm sold because I want to see how they do this. But there's a lot of animes that are just making regular jobs, but if you give them powers and all that other stuff, then it makes it... that. I wouldn't be turned off on it just because they use firefighters.
No, I understand. I don't know how to exactly word my opinions because I want to watch the show. It looks good, but when I first saw it, I was like, an anime about firefighters. Okay, but no. It's like watching a regular show about firefighters on TV. It's I don't want I appreciate it, but I don't want these fictional look at these grand I don't know. I'm not interested in fictional portrayals of real life jobs.
Okay, but well, when they have shows about people who are students, why watch that? That's just people...
Titties. Okay. Titties, asses, thighs, that sort of thing. Maybe the occasional beach episode.
For other people who aren't in it for the plot, if you know what I mean, they would say slice of life would be the more boring of the genres. But just for the fact that it's a firefighter... If you're a really good studio, you can make anything work, really. Whether it be a police officer or if someone's a doctor. If you just know, you add different aspects of it, then it would make it extraordinary.
Hey, Shield Hero made false rape accusations work. Anything's possible. After that, nothing can really...
In 2019, to hear that it was a false rape accusation and the guy actually came out on top... I was actually surprised with Shield Hero. I thought they would keep that the whole show and just really alienate him.
Like I said, Gene, we're gonna save Shield Hero for another time.
Look forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of opposing thoughts on that.
Oh yes, it will, because you and I stand on the opposite ends when it comes to the Shield Hero narrative. But anyway, back to the Firefighter show. I'm looking forward to it. I had early reservations with this anime, but I'm really looking forward to it. It looks different from anything I've seen, especially this season. Like, this season's a lot of isekai, like normal, but this one looks genuinely different. I hope it lives up to what I want it to be.
Yeah, from what you told me about the synopsis, I really want to see how they do the whole firefighting stuff, if they'll link it towards anything in the real world, like if like regular firefighters, like if firefighters from our world.
Oh, it does take place in the real world. It's not like it doesn't look like it's in.
No, well, I know that, but like I'm wondering if they'll take like, like every job has their occupational hazards, whether they be mentally or physically. If they'll take that into effect and bring it into that show, I think that would be really cool. Like just take it, like it'll almost make it feel like the fires that we fight here in the real world.
4 episodes in, the main character's mentor blows his brains out, leaves behind a widow and 3 kids. No, I get what you mean. I'm looking forward to it. That's all the shows as of right now I'm really interested in looking forward to. I'll probably try maybe 1 or 2 more out. I know maybe you will too. Maybe we'll come back later and do a podcast recapping the first episodes. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The last thing I want to bring up to you is a topic that you have 0% interest in. And that is toys. So, I'm a collector. I like to collect a lot of things when it comes to cards, toys, various knickknacks of children's fandoms that I'm into.
Wax.
What?
And patty wax.
So, some toy things that have come out that I'm really interested in. As you may or may not know, Hasbro now has the rights for the Power Rangers franchise. So I think it's for the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. They are going to have the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Black Ranger. Whether that be... No, it will be Zach, not Adam. It'll come with the Black Ranger, but with the Gold Ranger armor. You know, like the gold shield around his chest?
Right.
And the gold bands? It'll just be like that. It looks cool. I'm not going to get it, but it looks cool. I don't know if a lot of toys of Zach with the Gold Ranger armor really have ever been made. Mm-hmm. Like, I know the original line, when it came out, you could take the Green Ranger's shield off and put it on the other Rangers. This is the first time where the Black Ranger was released with the gold armor and all of the accompanying, like, I think it comes with the dagger, too. Mm-hmm. The dragon dagger that's, like, kind of the flute. You remember the flute, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I know I showed you the new Transformers Siege toy line for December. So quite a ways away. It's a long ways. It's like almost half a year at this point.
And that's Hasbro too?
Yes, that's also Hasbro. Some of the Transformers, I don't know a few of them. I know Ironhide, there's a Transformer that's basically a remake of his toy. But did you see the picture of Astro Train?
I think you know I haven't.
I know, I sent it to you. It's the one who's mostly gray but a little bit of purple, and he has 2 transformations.
Oh, when you sent in all the art?
Not art, it was like it was a picture of the toy. Yeah. Mm. So Astro Train is literally what his name is. He
Transformers in a train?
He was a Transformer, and him and Blitzwing were the first wave of triple changers. Triple, obviously, meaning...
3?
3, yes.
Yeah, I went to school.
So Astro Train transforms into a spaceship. Mm-hmm. And what I guess the other part is?
Is it a train?
It's a train. It looks cool. I've never had an Astro Train toy before.
Wait, you'll be able to actually transform into both?
Yeah, he does 3, yeah.
I gotta say, for the Transformer toys, I really like the ones that really get into the whole transforming, and it really looks like a totally different thing. The most that I know about Transformers toys is back when I was a kid, when McDonald's would have the toys, and you do maybe 2 or 3 changes, and automatically it's the car. But you can still see the robot part. but I'm always interested in like how what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with A, articulated. Well, just how detailed they are with these Transformer toys. Like, just the fact that you can look at it and be like, oh, well, that's obviously a helicopter and nothing else. Then you see, like, you really wouldn't believe that was the same toy when it's in robot form.
I see what you mean. Like, your favorite part is when the Transformer turns into something that you had just, like, you didn't see coming. That it really when the Transformer hides what its other form is. You'll really like this one. I'll eventually show you off camera, I guess, the transformations. And maybe, if finally you open up your heart to the inner child within you, we could even play a Transformers game. Where we just play the action figures.
Okay, yeah, one day, maybe. Sure.
Yes, I really look forward to that. And I think it's going to be all of this week. We're working on what we're going to do in the future. It's not just going to be me and Gene in the future. We're going to add some other Grey Boys who will make their debut eventually in the mid-season finale. And we're going to try and branch out to more topics.
And I think by the time this podcast out, we're going to have a new logo out. It was all designed by our producer, William. The
producer, and basically every other term that you could think of for a person in a higher position.
I'm still at the temp level, but like first three podcasts. But
you're not a featured. You're an intern.
Intern. First 3 episodes, intern.
You're getting there. You'll make your payday one day. And I think for this episode, unless you have anything else to add,
stay tuned. The Shield Hero review is gonna be out.
It'll be out soon.
Yeah, it's the next thing. It's the next thing we're working on because we watched all the episodes. We just gotta get everything together.
Yeah, we want to make it more. We want to make it more structured than what this produced so far. We want to make it a better listening experience for you, the viewers, to enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, this podcast was just to let us talk, be free, like not really be too stuck on one topic, but we're gonna go back and go into Shield Hero.
Yeah. Like I said, we're gonna branch out hopefully more and add some new people to get some more diverse experiences. So as for this episode, we are out.
Peace.